We are super happy to see the team playing together today. We just like how you work together collectively. We also want to tell you that looking back on the last year, we learned a lot. It was really a big learning experience. We wanted you all to know that.
Whatever this was today, it was utterly suffocating. One thing I noticed from this presentation today is that you tried to give us some kind of update on your mental state. What I would like to say is that this assessment scared me to death. This durational pencil sharpening thing, this political speech about overcoming vague, unidentifiable obstacles, this foot-washing ritual. Not only was there no space for me, as a committee member, to voice my thoughts, this whole thing frightened the hell out of me because I'm thinking about the future of this program. You are 1 year in and there's nothing concrete to look at today. And there was nothing I could do to stop it. I was scared to interfere. But I was burning to say something. Oh shit, this is terrible. Oh dear God, this is so boring. There's no interaction possibility. You didn't allow me to tell you one word about any of this because you left no space for me in your structure. Now, what in the hell was I looking at? I don't even know why I'm here or what you're all doing. Now with this masters, now with your work. And whose fault is that? Is it our fault? Is it your fault? Is it the duo's fault? We need answers from all of you.
Your presence here is welcome. You've become part of our program. And we are glad for that. From the start, we informed you that today would be a performance and a trial. You came here knowing you would serve as an audience. Hopefully. But your witness today gave you the strange feeling of watching someone attempt to speak up for the first time. So you should know. We didn't do this presentation so you can tell us how to run a critique. No. We did what we did today as an attempt to speak up for what we believe in as individuals and to figure out what we can believe in as a group. And that's why this microphone has been here all day, right here. For us, the microphone represents the journey to find our voices. And if you wanted to interact with us, you could have come right up here on stage and spoken with us.
It's a little bit like the cake after the sausage. I mean, the sausage after the cake, or whatever. Sorry, it's just the wrong way round.
The thing I really learned from today
I'm frightened that you won't put ideas on the
is
table.
that you want objects. You want objects. And you want them right in front of you. And you want to talk about those objects in all the ways you already know how to talk about you want to do it in front of us. So, I think you are right to say you are scared. You're scared of doing things differently. Because it means that the process might not be so slick. In fact, the entire process might be embarrassing. And that means that your feedback won't become the end-all, be-all value of this assessment. The jewelry field is conservative, and it's so traditional when you compare it to the rest of the art world. We all know that. You know that. What I had hoped for, however, is that everyone involved in this thing was trying to do it differently. I can accept that we all are right here and you didn't have a plan, okay? Given the challenge, it makes sense. Yeah. But what I cannot accept is that you all created a course called Challenging Jewellery. And not once did you ask what challenging really means. I get the feeling that you all just invited us here, hoping that we would do the work for you. To make jewelry a pedagogical model. If you wanted to go down that road, and I mean really go down that road, you need to be willing to challenge yourselves.
Okay, that's clear. They were nicely prepared presentations. I just didn't know what I was supposed to do while you were out performing. In that sense, it was very challenging. It was very interesting. But then, when I think about my expectations, I was waiting for a moment to kick in, which is to look at the work and discuss it. The tools that you have is overwhelming. Even this school. Now you're at a perfectly beautiful new 4 white wall tables, everything. Life is already completely filled up for you. You poor creatures. You have to find your souls in this beautifully oval, complex world. I can imagine. It's
not easy. It's probably easier in a post-war Russia. I'm now reading the book by Shengshia, the Russian avant-garde, the Russian avant-garde artist. Terrible circumstances, the Civil War, the First War, and the Second War. How they had to survive as artists. Fight for anything. No paper, no pen, no materials. But they were still able to make things, real things. I hear you say, I believe, I hope, I feel like it's something like flying around like a lot of little birds. Really, little birds are flying a little above the roofs of the houses. And every time you dip down onto the roof of the house, pick up a little branch, take that little branch and you put it into your nest. And then you pick up a little twig, and that little twig you put next to the branch in your nest. Cotton, a rock, and a little string. And then finally you arrange it all inside your cozy little nest, warming it up, hoping that something will grow out of it. It never really does. Never really comes together. Now it's really important that all your little feelings, they become tangible. I think that it's a fantastic opportunity to get the best out of these little birds, in the coming year. What do you two think, In general, we agree with what Hans said. Through persistence and sustained interest, you will likely run into things you did not expect. For us, however, it is more about the collective effort. Somehow, it felt like we didn't really start with the proper plan. We never really presented with you the concept we had in mind for this master's program. We were just wishing and believing so much in this collective energy that we thought it would just work. Of course, we probably asked you for too much. But still, we believe that even as you concentrate on your own individual work, those subjects and practices that you each care about, the more and more it is reinforced that it is so nice to be a group. As much as you can do on your own, it's nice to be more than one. Without wanting to sound esoteric, I mean, you just have this moment where you're like, hey, that's how it should be, you know? Maybe what we underestimated was the importance of your personal work. Yes, it's true. We didn't realize that you might first need to define your individual capacities in order to function at your full potential in a group. Like, you had to develop a certain striking power that makes the other say, yeah, this is great. Like, for someone with a lot of money in the group to say to another group member, hey, I like your work. I'd like to own it. As much as we can push you, we can also just really thank you. It's clear that many of you accepted this challenge. All along, this has been one of the main subjects that we wanted to bring to you. A practice of fearlessness. And today, some of you have shown it. The biggest gift is to bring everyone into your vision. Only then can you learn to stand for one position together. Even if you choose the wrong position, it's better to have tried it and walk away empty-handed than to have done nothing at all.